Hello everyone and welcome to a new series playing Together for Victory, or the DLC, for Hearts of Iron 4. I waited till that patch came out to start recording this because it was a little bit buggy before, but we're going to be playing New Zealand, and I think we're going to focus on tech stuff right away, because we want to be able to get some production going. I am going to build a naval dockyard, because we are going to want a navy. Or some semblance of one, anyway. As far as the military factory goes, I think it's almost better, just having a couple to start with, and we can get more from our other conquests, but we are going to want the Navy supremacy sort of deal going on. National focus, I think we go for first labor government. Factory output, national unity, yeah. Sounds pretty good to me. We are going to want to get free of the UK. Because I do want to attack Australia. That's sort of the goal, is to get at Australia. So I think we want to do that before France and Britain link up. I think that'd be ideal for us. As far as production goes, we have one in that. That's all we need. And then for the future, we're going to do light cruisers. What's the range like on those? 2,000. Now, if I look at the research, are submarines better than that? Technically, yes. So maybe we wait till submarine tech, because they're a lot quicker to build, and we can get a lot further with them. So we'll start producing those. When we go to our war with Australia, that'll bring in the UK, so we got to be prepared to take on some of the UK islands. Try to make sure that they can't assert their dominance over us. We just want to take out any possible UK bases along the way, so we're going to have to defend our homeland. There's a few steps we're going to have to take. So we're going to speed things up. We're just waiting right now. We're going to keep an eye on international politics and make sure things are going well. Right now the UK has no idea that we're intending to leave, so we can safely start building up. Now, I think it's going to be important to do, there's actually a national idea where you transfer the New Zealand division, where we're given control of a couple of ships, which is going to be good for early invasions and that sort of thing. And the reason we want to do Australia rather than anywhere else, we can't really get to anywhere else. We might be able to get to Dutch East Indies a little bit, which wouldn't be the worst idea. But I think by the time we got there, Germany would have already conquered the Netherlands. So we wouldn't have much score to be able to actually take any for ourselves. I think Germany would take pretty much all of it. But the rubber would be really important. So we'll keep it as a potential idea. But getting through 1, 2, 3 tiles and then trying to get up to the port there to get supplies in might be kind of rough. But it might be better than fighting the Allies. So I'll keep that idea open. We'll probably join the Axis. Oh. I almost didn't select a new national focus. I think we do this for the political power, and then transfer New Zealand division. But we are going to want to take advantage of these British technology boosters. We definitely want these submarines, because I think that's going to be better for us for the distance, because I don't think that the cruisers would even have the range to get up here, but the submarines certainly will, and they'll be quicker to build and require less manpower. So I think that's stronger. Usually I go submarines in little countries like this because it makes much more sense. You don't have the time to be producing the big navies. But we're going to do basic machine tools into probably concentrated industry, so we can have more than just a few naval dockyards. Our manpower is going to always be concerned, so we don't really need that much military production because we're never going to need that much at this point. So I think the Navy is definitely more important. Especially if we're going to go to war with the Dutch, because then we're going to be comprised mostly of islands. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Now, the thing is, we could go this way to try to get into the Axis, but I don't think I need to, honestly. I think Constitutional Amendment Act is going to be better for us. We're going to do transfer the New Zealand division, then do Constitution Amendment. So we'll do that, so we can get that Navy going. At least a few free cruisers. We're going to get a fascist demagogue. Higher ups, be fine. Now, playing in smaller countries relies a lot on timing. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything as efficiently as we can. Now, rushing towards a new research slot would be good, but I think if we get in a war early, before the alliance really starts getting going, the allies, we're going to be better off, and I think Germany could help us more. Especially if they take out the Netherlands and we're able to get over there and control some of the land, we'll have a little bit of score to maybe take some, but even if we don't, this gives German bases that we can invade from, which is very good. And connections with Australian land, kind of cut them off, and as well as British territories that we can kind of cut off as well. Because if we can limit them to just invading some areas we know they will, and focus on Australia, we're going to be in a pretty good situation, I think. I think we're going to save this one, the political power, because I want it to go free at some point. So I think that's fine. But we are going to get a boost later on. So maybe we do a military theorist so I can edit the units. Because right now they've got horses in them, and I don't really like that. It's pretty good for suppression and stuff, but I don't know. The breakthrough's not great. Okay, we got L-class subs, which means I'm going to do this, L-class submarines, and then do we have a research boost for the next level? T-class. What's their range? That range is great. We have to start doing that. So I'm putting on hold some other things in order to get better naval warfare tech, basically. Okay, Ethiopian conflict is done. Okay, so we got these two. Where are they at? Go ahead and combine them. Then we do like that for now. We're not going to actually know their range because there's so many bases of the Allies for us to use, but we can't declare war on the Dutch in the Allies. It just doesn't work, so we're not going to go that way. But we're going to do Constitutional Amendment. That way we can be ready to split when we want to be. And then we're going to start powering towards that extra research tech. Now we want to check, see what France is doing. Maginot Line, reinforce the Empire. Those are fine. I mean, we might as well get all of these into an army. Give them this general, because he's good at naval invasions. And then plan from here to... I guess it has to be to here, because that's going to be the closest zone that we can reach. And if we have to build a port there, then we have to build a port there. Because that's going to get us enough free points to be able to do it. We're going to need more political power. We're going to get a decent boost from it itself. 70, but that's probably only going to get us about halfway there. So the other option is we take some of the British Air Force with us when we go through this. You know, I am going to do that, and then we'll go towards the research slot. That way we can have some British Air Force to use to our advantage, maybe defending our seas or doing something like that. Hopefully the Dutch Navy isn't hanging out around here too heavily, down where we are. Because the Dutch East Indies, like, it's an independent faction, but it is a puppet of the Dutch, so they would automatically join. So we don't want that. Yeah, we are probably going to join the Axis. It seems like our best bet. I mean, we could go communist, but we've already started doing this, and like I said, it's all about timing. We don't want to get left behind in the timing. Okay, got our concentrated industry. That'll be good for us. Should also get the construction while we have that research boost. Submarines are going to start ticking in fairly soon. We are going to want to basically look into doing a couple national focus ideas for oil and steel, which we're going to need. But we'll do that immediately following getting this Air Force stuff for free. So I think steel is first priority, then we'll do the oil. And we should rename our fleet, because that's deceptive. Call it the Kiwi fleet. Caps lock is on. That's how you spell Kiwi, right? Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon. Alright. So I think these T classes are going to be pretty good. It's decent range boost. And I think that should allow us to get to the Dutch. And it'll happen fast enough that potentially... Because once we get the resources, it's 4.5 years now, but with the resources it'll probably go down to, I don't know, a couple months per each unit, and we're building more factories. So that'll only speed things up. We got a research slot. We should probably go get this, because we are behind already on that. But I think it was necessary to get these producing. I think it only costs like 1 oil, but 3 steel, or 2 steel. Spanish Civil War. I don't think we can send volunteers. We're not fascist or anything yet. The steel is going to help with our infantry equipment too. So we go steel, and then we do oil. That's the plan. I don't think I can afford to give up any of my civilian factories for trade, because I could be producing these faster. But I think having extra dockyards is more important at this moment in time. So 37, we should get increased production so we can build them even quicker. Okay, do steel. We are ready to go free. I think we wait on that and use our technology boost from Britain to start. We'll go free once we are fascist, because once we're fascist, we'll be able to get a war claim on the Dutch. That seems like the right idea. So we'll just save these points for now. Because while it is hurting us a little bit in a few areas to not switch it, it'll be more beneficial to have it later on. Okay. Public support, we can do a coup, which would get us to be fascist, and we'd leave sooner than maybe my technology would like. But the steel is going to be a big boost in here that'll at least be functioning. And the oil will basically cap that off. I mean, our convoys are pretty low. But I think Germany taking out the Netherlands that fast wouldn't allow them to join the Allies. So that'd be one step up. That'd be controlled land for Germany, closer to French border. It'd be probably controlled land for us, hopefully. Germany's going to do the majority of the work, but hopefully we can get in there ourselves. And at least take some of it, some rubber, some production, something. But they might just cut us out completely, we don't know. Okay, we got our steel. Time to get our oil. We're going to go Bureau of Industry. So yeah, that's 1.3 a year, so that's much better. Hindenburg. We can go free, not going to. Still waiting on this technology, at least the mechanical computing, so we can do our own technology a little bit faster. So we're getting a lot of boosts across the board. We should just keep that going. Okay, got better machine tools, so those subs will produce even faster. I think improving the construction is a good research boost as well. What else can we get for fairly cheap? Artillery and stuff. Get this. 65 days. But I think the construction time is maybe more important. And remember, if we switch fascist, we're going to lose that boost. But it looks pretty significant. I mean, it's cutting off 20 days at a time. Especially with the computing going in. It's 37. Maybe we do radio, or I think we'd probably take advantage of this quicker boost. Try to catch up a little bit. Because once we switch to fascist, that's when I'm going to leave. Okay, we got the oil. Let's get Bureau of Industry. It's going to give us 2 more civilian factories, which is pretty strong. We actually have enough to modify the government. I think we do industrial concern. Marco Polo Bridge incident. I'm hoping Nationalist Spain wins this one. Historically, they do. Okay, so we just switched fascist. That means we're going to go free. And then we're going to immediately tell the United Kingdom to get out of here. We're going to leave the faction. Then we're going to ask to join. Okay, so we're in the Axis. Let's go ahead and slow things down a little bit, because I'm going to want to fabricate a claim here. So we need 26 more political power. So it needs to be, what, like 45? $48, actually. Which is fine, we'll keep an eye on that. Start justifying as soon as possible. I think with our improved submarines, we're going to be able to get over there pretty easy. We're getting 4, yeah, awesome. I think that range is going to be just fine. Now that we're out of the Allies, we can actually check the range of this fleet, and it isn't enough to get over there. So with the added subs, it may be, because they have, what, 4,000 range? Which probably gets us over there. If not, then our plan is a little bit bunk. But these should be producing fast enough that, yeah, it'll still be 1937 by the time we get it. And we're going to get 2 more civilian factories to improve the speed of that. So I think once we have 3, we can do 1 military factory after that. See if we want to put into artillery or something. Because the T class has, yeah, 4,000 kilometers, which is 1,500 more. That's a very significant increase. I think that'll get us there. I think that was a smart move to push the T class early and get those producing. And then after the T, we might go for the U class once we get our extra research slot. So we do Bureau of Industry, Department of Science and Research, and then we're going to do Army Reform to get down to the other expansion. Because the research slots are invaluable. Can't beat it. It changes the whole game, so pretty important that we go through that. And this should actually be getting faster because we got the improved machine tools and we've just recently added a port, so yeah. Oh. I missed that war by 15 days or something. That's kind of serious. I should have been paying more attention. But that's alright. We'll make it work. Naval rearmament, close air support, Mediterranean bastion. Nothing too threatening to us at the moment. I think if we take out the Dutch, like, maybe we can do something weird and sneaky and, like, you know, have a piece over here and potentially take on, I don't know, something. Panama, that'd be an interesting one. But the United States owns the canal either way. Okay, Bureau of Industry. We get our extra research slot. That's well timed. 26% world tension. Wait, what is all that from? Oh. What? Japan beat China? Oh. That's appealing. It does raise the world tension a little uncomfortably high. But I think declaring on the Dutch is not that serious. We'll have to see. Okay, so we got one of those out at least. The submarines, that is. So let's, oh, that was a mistake. Join them, and then we do create a new fleet. There we go. So that fleet should be able to have the range. Oh, definitely. That's awesome. We actually have range to go up here too and actually take that port. Yeah, we definitely do that. Okay. So we do it like that. And have them watch there. We're going to change our plan because taking that port is much more important than taking an area that doesn't have one running out of supplies. I don't want to get shut down that easy. So we're going over the top. And that should be ready to go by the time we're ready to go as well. Yeah, that's real nice. Because now we have control over Kiwi Empire Fleet 1. So let's put these guys into that. Because the subs are going to be able to travel further up here. The cruisers can stay down here and defend a little bit. I think that seems like a good plan. So that being said, I think we change their goal to convoy raiding. Something like that. And then the subs can do the escort. Definitely like it. And we're getting, okay, this is good. So we're going to switch these horses out for infantry groups. Because it's going to be less training time, less infantry equipment. Yeah. That seems pretty good. And we've got 7 left over. We'll just hold on to that for now. Got the better machine guns. It's 37. Time to get better industry. But we'll do that next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.